Hello, my name is Azaria. Welcome to the House of Truth. Um, I wanted to put out a quick message, real quick. Uh, Satan is most definitely busy. He's busy. Um, and he is most definitely working through low vibrational energies, low vibrational people, people who are codependent, have codependency issues. Um, we all have a obligation when it comes to our spirituality. Okay, um, I'm so mad I could scratch somebody's motherfucking eyeballs out, like literally. Um, Ever since this awakening, I find a joy in it. I wake up every day, almost like a child would, um, looking forward to something new. What am I going to learn today? What messages will I receive today? It's almost vigorating, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't felt this way since I've been what, a young kid, 5, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying? And what I wanted to talk about is people who want to monopolize your time. Um, like I said, Satan is most definitely working uh, within others. Um, like we all have an obligation, whether you are religious or spiritual. When you got an obligation, if you are religious, might be more man based than spirituality, but you have an obligation nonetheless. And anyone who stops you or tries to hinder you from your godly or spiritual obligations, you need to look at them most definitely as a issue, a problem. I think that is terrible anytime that the people that you are around and who do not support your spiritual well-being, but are only concerned with their own uh, self gratification, things of this nature. They either need to be put in check or let go. I think it's ridiculous for a person to want to sit and monopolize your time and knowing that you have things to do, especially when it comes to the spiritual aspect, okay? Um, just people who are worried about their own self gratification. Um, and then you try and you try and you try, or you give your energy to certain individuals, and it just seems like it just goes unappreciated, and they just want more and more and more, and not taking into consideration, especially if they know you on some type of spiritual journey, but not taking into consideration that you do have a spiritual obligation as well. That's one thing that I can appreciate, even in biblical times. I never spoke on it, but the women who, it seemed like in biblical times, it seemed like more of the men were more spiritual based than maybe the women. Um, when it was time, and I'm just using this as an example, like when it was time for Moses, I think it was Moses. I think it was Moses. No, it wasn't Moses. Abraham went up in the mountains to get those 10 Commandments. Not once did I hear in the Bible of mates or people complaining. Well, I was more or less speaking about like spouses, friends, things of this nature. But the people who followed Abraham, um, the ones that who were following him because they knew that he had a close connection with the Heavenly Father. It seemed like they were the ones who were more concerned about it, or like him not coming back out of the mountains soon enough, and he was taking too long, and all this bullshit. But not taking into consideration that this man had a pretty much was on a spiritual journey himself, and these people showed lack of patience when it came to Abraham going up in the mountains and receiving these messages. They need to go. They most definitely need to go. Satan's using these ones to manipulate and to monopolize people's times who are on this spiritual journey. Seem like time given is never enough, and it's gonna come a time in your life where you're gonna have to make decisions. What is more important? I'm tired of people pretty much becoming disdained or having this disdained disposition because the time that you are trying to give to help others, or meditation, whatever it is that helps us on our spiritual journey, they want that time. I'm tired of that shit. I most definitely am tired of it. Our spiritual journey should be more important than the gratification of some human desire of wanting to take up your time. These people are demonic, like literally. And they don't care anything about the time that you need to give to yourself. They don't care about the time you need to give to meditation. They don't care about the time you need to give in prayer. But it's all about your time that you give to them. People going to be held accountable on both ends. Like real talk. People are going to be held accountable on both ends, especially the ones who have been called to do spiritual work, and they don't accept or heed to the calling. And then you're going to have the ones who want to interfere in others' spiritual callings. All I know is that my time that I have, which is limited, especially since I started working, the time that I have, I want to be able to give it to building my spiritual gifts. You know what I mean? And Satan don't want that happening, and he's working through others. And I'm just thinking, because it's like that. It's a tough choice. It's a tough decision to have to make, to get rid of someone, to be able to embark up on your spiritual endeavors. Like, I don't know. I feel like crying. I really do, because it's like I'm struggling so hard to be the best messenger I can be. And it's like it's always someone who wants to be a hindrance. For the last 3 days. I think the last video I made was Thursday. But every time I go to try to do a reading, put out a spiritual video, I don't know. It's something always intervenes. Somebody wants to come up talking. I'm just using this as an example, right? The other night I was here at work. I was wanting to, while my energy level was high, feeling good, vibrating high. Let's see, I get to work at 10. Can you imagine someone talking to you from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. that whole time? And you've explained to individuals what you are and what you are about. They see what you're trying to do and they don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, it makes me mad enough to want to scratch somebody's fucking eyeballs out. Like when I ask for my peace and I ask for my quiet time, that's what I mean, that's what I need, that's what I want. You know why? You know the reason why? And Satan just keeps sending people my way to hinder what it is that I'm trying to do spiritually. And it's almost like the time that you give to them is never enough. For the last 3 days, it's been like this. People have been bombarding me with their issues. And sometimes not just issues, but just idle talk. Idle activities. Nothing that is going to suit your higher purpose or your higher good. For the last 3 days, it's mind. I'm not gonna say it's mind-boggling because I know what it is. Something is trying to hinder me from putting out spiritual messages. But at the same time, it's making me aggressive. It's making me a little mean. And people don't care. People don't care about our spiritual journey. It's about what you can do for them and how you can pretty much suffice what it is that suffice when it comes to their needs, making them happy. And watch out for this too as well. Like I said, this is a little short video. For real, it's fucking with my thinking as well. Like meditation keeps you mellowed out. It keeps you centered. And you got people who are trying to interfere with your spiritual growth. For real, and this is something that you really enjoy doing. Like I said, either these people need to be put in their place or like let go of, seriously. Oh, that's what I was, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bringing it back to my attention. Everybody got to be worried about their journey as an individual. If you got a spouse or a mate who feels the need to want to meditate, but meditate not for themselves, for their own benefit, But doing it because they see you doing it, that's not good. You should want to do it because you know it's the right thing to do. You should do it because you know it's going to better you. It's going to better um, your spiritual journey. They got to want it for themselves. You know what I mean? Like someone who feels that they are spiritually awakened should want to meditate and pray and engrossed or involved in spiritual matters is because they know it has to be done. It's going to benefit them, not because of the fact that I see you changing in some type of way and I want to change as well. So when you do it, I'll do it. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I don't know, man. I'm just, for real, man. I'm tired of dealing with these fucktards. Like, real talk. Because of the fact that I notice how Satan is trying to hinder my spiritual progress, he just keeps, every time, when it's time to do my my spiritual work, Satan want to throw a curveball into the mix. To the point, like, for the last few days, I have been upset, holding back tears because I think my Heavenly Father has left me because I feel like, or he feels like I'm not serious when it comes to my spirituality. I don't know. Things have just been off since the last time I read a video. People are wanting to come up to me and talk to me for hours. Hours. And that's to hold you at bay at what it is that needs to be done spiritually. It's like decisions need to be made. Tough decisions, but decisions nonetheless needs to be made on what's more important. I guess, I don't know. I'm frustrated, like literally. I started not even to make this video because it's like I'm so off. I can't even like formulate my words to get how I feel out. I just hope that you guys understand where I am coming from. I have an individual who calls knowing that when I get to work, I'm around you all day, every day. And when I get to work, this is like at nights, it's quiet, laid back. And I can get my videos in and get my messages out without any issues or any problems. But I don't know what to say. It's mind-boggling, and it is. It's making me upset. And this has been happening back to back, back to back. I finally get rid of one, here come another one. Finally get rid of one, here comes another one. And a lot of time it's idle talk, so I know it's Satan. You're not talking about anything beneficial. All I can say, y'all, like I said, I want to make this a short video. Safeguard your heart, safeguard your spirituality. Satan's working hard to discourage. You know what I'm saying? When I get back on track with my intuition and what I need to do for myself spiritually, I can barely meditate. It's like people can't even sit in the house without having to turn on a fucking TV. I don't give a fuck about no TV. I don't, not anymore. Not since my awakening. I don't give a damn about no TV. I listen to my little music and stuff like that, but it just seemed like anything to be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Turning the volume up all loud. You sitting trying to meditate. Having nowhere to go, peaceful. The Bible even speaks about how the animals have a home, a peaceful home, before us as humans do. Always searching and trying to find the best outcome in a certain situation. Safeguard your heart, safeguard your spirituality. Don't let nobody hinder you, hold you back. Try to find that peaceful medium, what they say, go to your happy place. Like I said, I can barely formulate my words. I'm off. I'm really off right now. I will most definitely, like I said, when I get myself together, I will put out not the Aries, but the Cancer, redo the Cancer video, and Sagittarius. You know what I mean? I don't know, just people who can't understand what it is that you need to do when it comes to your spirituality. It's like something has to be done. Something really has to be done in regards of it. I don't really know what to say other than Satan's busy trying to monopolize people's time who are trying to be on their spiritual journey and knowing that they have messages to give to others. The time you spend with them is more important than the time you have to give to your Heavenly Father. And these are some of the same people who claim they know God and know what He wants and knows what He likes, but at the same time holding you at bay from doing what it is that you need to do. A person should pretty much want to pursue their spiritual journey on their own, not because your friend is doing it, because deep down in your heart, and you know that it's something you should be doing. People who want to monopolize your time to keep you from your spiritual growth, that's Satan. That ain't nobody but Satan. And just beware of that. A lot of times it was fun at first. I've got conversation and things of this nature, and I'm able to converse, and it was all good at first. But I noticed how people don't care. People do not care. It's about them and what they want and what they want done for themselves. And I'm getting kind of sick and tired of dealing with it. I'm trying to be humble. I'm trying to humble myself. Trying to be loving and show empathy in regards or despite how I might truly feel inside. But just to sit and listen for a person for hours, downgrade others, like I said, just idle shit. Get rid of them. Try your best to get rid of them. If you can't put your foot down, it's people who try to keep you from being who you truly are. And like I said, when I get on track and get back on basis, I most definitely will. I might miss out on this month because I think it's almost at the end of the month. It's the 21st. So I guess 5 more days. 8 more days, maybe until the 30th, to get myself straightened out. I can't even meditate in peace. But I love y'all, and keep your head up. Keep positive. Don't let anyone try to hinder you when it comes to your spiritual growth. I'm madder than fish grease. Stay spiritually strong, because Satan is most definitely busy. Like, real talk. And I pray all of you love, peace, and light.